What's happening, guys? It's Boxing Lowdown and I'm back here with another video. Now, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like and I'll happily get back to you. Now, one of the most unluckiest fighters throughout this whole pandemic has been Artur Beterbiev. Now, the light heavyweight champion of the world, he's got the WBC and the IBF straps, 15-0, 15 knockouts. This guy's a monster. He's a beast. But during this pandemic, man, he's been very unlucky. He was all set to defend his belts. That was on in March of last year. But obviously there was the COVID situation, so that fight got postponed then. The fight was then rearranged to take place in September, and that was cancelled after the opponent ran into some sort of visa issues. Then they replaced the opponent and they moved the fight again to October. And Artur Beterbiev was supposed to fight then, but then he suffered an injury, so he wasn't able to fight. It caused another postponement. Then he was supposed to fight this month, January the 30th, and then he tested positive for COVID-19. So Artur Beterbiev has been one of the most unluckiest fighters I can think of for during this whole pandemic. He's literally, the fights, he's had 4 scheduled fights and none of them have come to fruition. So he's been very unlucky, and it'll be good to see him back out because, like I said, this guy is a tremendous fighter, man. He's on the pound-for-pound list of many people. He had a breakthrough year in 2019 when he defeated Alexander Vostik, and he became the unified champion then. And he's recognised as the #1 light heavyweight in the world. Obviously, he's not undisputed, but it's good to see his management team and himself. You know, they've got a new date confirmed. I think it's in March, late March, against Dean's opponent, and he was talking about a fight against Beterbiev-Bivol. You know, Bivol is the guy in that division where, you know, he's the likely opponent to give Artur Beterbiev his most stern test. Bivol is undefeated himself. You know, he's another Russian opponent. It's a great fight to be made. Underrated fight. I mean, not amongst the hardcore fans, but you know, in general, this fight here, if it is made, it's a monstrous fight. These are two monsters, both undefeated, both can punch, both know each other very well. Do you know what I mean? I just love to see this fight happen. And it's good to see Artur Beterbiev's team talking it up. You know, they were talking up a fight against Beterbiev-Bivol, and they were saying, all things considered, I think the eventual plan would be to fight him in 2021. So that's a very positive news. But obviously, Artur Beterbiev, he's going to need to get some fights behind his belt and get active again, because he missed out the whole of 2020, and you know, all of those like reschedules and postponements must have affected him. But it's good to see that he's on his way back now. Beterbiev-Bivol is another one. I mean, he hasn't fought for a while, and he's going to want to get back in the ring very soon. And I just think that this fight needs to happen, man. It's a fantastic fight. It's a great test for Artur Beterbiev and Beterbiev-Bivol. We get to see how good Bivol really is. I don't think he's really had that sort of breakthrough fight as of yet, man, and I think that he needs it. Beterbiev, he's not getting any younger. He's like 35. I think he's going to be 36 this month. So, you know, he's going to want to get the fights as and when he can, you know, as soon as he can. Because, I mean, the older you get, the faster you're going to go out of your prime. So let's hope that this does eventually happen. It was on my list of fights that I wanted to see this year, Artur Beterbiev and Beterbiev-Bivol. I think it's a fantastic fight, man. I really like to see it. They've got to have that fight in Russia or somewhere, man. It'll just be violence between them two. Both of these two guys are monsters, man, and there's no doubt about it. They are the #1 and #2 light heavyweights in the world. So let's just see what happens, man. Hopefully we get to see Beterbiev fight in March when he's scheduled to. Hopefully we get to see Bivol out as well, and then after that, you know, let's try and make the fight, man. Let's no time wasted, no time delay. Let's just get it on, man. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on it as well. Who do you think wins this fight between Artur Beterbiev and Beterbiev-Bivol? It's a great fight, and let's hope that it does happen in 2021. But that's all I've got to say, guys. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you all on the next video.